What is good? So I have another NU match here, which I seem to be doing a lot of NU lately, which is kind of interesting and fun at the same time. And if you guys have seen Robotnik is Sexy, you know that my team is actually his team that he uses a lot in NU. He said, I think he said in one of his videos, it was like one of his third most used teams in Pokemon Showdown or something like that. And I was like, you should pass it along to me. And I was like, okay. I'm glad he did. So, basically, I'm facing Colorful. She's pretty cool, pretty legit. And she asked me for an NU battle, and I was like, sure. Actually, she asked me for a UU battle, and that was going great and fine, and then Nintendo disconnected us, and then it disconnected originally on the first NU battle, so we had to redo. So this is actually our third match of the night, so here we go. Basically, we had to do different leads, and I'm going to lead off with Swallow. She leads off with Gigalith, which is rather unfortunate, because now she can get up Stealth Rocks pretty darn easily, which is annoying. And, so she's going to switch into Butterfree, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm going to go for the spikes, because I was like, I might as well go ahead and spend a little bit of time trying to set up stuff, and then I'm going to go for a Gunk Shot, and of course, when I missed the Gunk Shot, which I could have gotten off some damage on Butterfree, and broken a potential Focus Sash if it had it. And now the Butterfree is going to Supersonic me. So this is very interesting, because honestly I haven't ever seen a Butterfree with Supersonic, so I'm guessing Compound Eyes is the ability, which would make sense. And now Parahack Shenanigans for a little bit. I'm going to hit myself, unfortunately, as is per Nick's curse. I do take a little bit of my own curse. Now she's going to U-turn, which is unfortunate for me. And I believe she U-turns into her Dragonair, as I guess she's thinking she can probably just set up on me, which is a valid thought. I am going to hit myself in confusion, so this isn't exactly going in my favor right now. And she is going in for the Dragon Dance, and I'm going to hope that I'm going to break through confusion this time around and get the Roar, and when I lose the confusion but get Parahacks. So that's unfortunate. Fortunately for me, Leftovers brought me back up to my sturdy, so I can roar if I need to, and not really worry about Stealth Rocks later. And I'm gonna roar and bring in Kricketune, which is, it's meh. I was hoping that she'd go for an over prediction and not go for the taunt. Unfortunately, she does in fact go for the taunt, so I can't set up the Stealth Rocks, and really that kind of shuts down my Bastiodon pretty nicely, so I'm not liking it. So I'm going to bring in my Torterra, as she's going to Perish Zone, and I believe I'm going to go ahead and Rock Polish, and she is going to go for the knockoff, which is unfortunate because I lose that Yache Berry. Fortunately for me, I really don't think she had any Pokemon that had Ice-type moves, so I am not going to be missing that Yache Berry. So I go for the Rock Polish, go for the Stone Edge. Surprisingly hit, because I knew Earthquake and Wood Hammer would not KO the Kricketune, so I needed to go for that Stone Edge and hope it hit. And if she brought anything other than Weezing in, I probably would have stayed in, hit it, and then, let myself die. But, of course, she brings in Weezing, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out as she goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and at this point, yes, apparently Weezing can learn Taunt. It's something I didn't know, and I double-checked it. It turns out Weezing can learn Taunt, it's just not very used, because Pain Splint, Will-O-Wisp shenanigans are much better for Weezing overall, so that was interesting to find out. Now she's going to go for Memento on my Misdreavus, and just pretty much sack her Weezing, because I guess she mentioned that the team is meant to support 2 team members, which makes sense, and when the one time I need Misdreavus to be a heal Beller, Misdreavus is not a heal Beller, so that's unfortunate. Gonna go for that Will-O-Wisp and get Butterfree burned, and then switch out, because now that Butterfree is burned, I feel pretty safe to go into my Swallow, and fortunately for me, she does miss the Supersonic, which I knew it was coming, so I was kind of hoping that she would miss it as I switched into my Swallow. And basically, that I'm going to proceed to Brave Bird everything, forgetting she has Gigalith to actually take hits, which is unfortunate, because when this Brave Bird does like about I don't know, that was maybe a third of the remaining HP, something like that, and then she's going to just explode. Take out my Swallow, that's okay, because Swallow was going to go down anyway. Not really worried about that, honestly, so see you later, Swallow. Gonna bring in my Torterra, and hope Torterra can manage to do something. Hopefully this Dragonair doesn't have Ice Beam, because if it has Ice Beam in its mix, then I'm in trouble. She goes for the Outrage, and right here I probably honestly should have just gone for the Rock Polish. But at this point I really didn't care. So I was just like, whatever, I can kill the Gorbis if I need to. And I will kill the Gorbis as I go for the Wood Hammer and manage to somehow outspeed that Gorbis. I guess because it's modest and I'm adamant and somehow I outspeed it. So that's awesome. So that is going to be the match. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a fun NU battle. And basically see you guys a little bit later.